Yo, what is the deal, everybody? What is the deal? Listen, this is a free agent frenzy. This is the most splendiferous occasion, everybody. Salute to everybody in the chat. Get wasted with your brother wasted. Tell a friend to tell a friend. You know, we normally go a lot later than this, but you know what? I think today is the day that we come on here a little early, man. Man, let me tell you something, man. John Spytek has been cooking. The man has been absolutely cooking. Now, we all know we're going to get into all the signings, but Quitty Paye, that is one shoe that has dropped. Quitty Paye has just been signed by the Las Vegas Raiders, man. And listen, man, a lot of people are going to underrate this move. This is, I mean, a damn good move, man. Damn good move by the Raiders, man. I mean, Quitty Paye's 27 years old, you know, drafted by the Indianapolis Colts in the first round of the 2021 draft, 21st overall. He's been primarily used as a 4-3 defensive end. He's probably going to become a 3 strong side, 3-4 linebacker for the Raiders in our scheme. Look, man, what a terrific signing by the Raiders. He signed a 3-year, $48 million deal with the Raiders, worth $32 million guaranteed. And look, the Raiders are rebuilding this team in real time right now. But I'm going to tell you something, man. This is a Michigan guy. You have that connection. You know, Spytek's a Michigan guy. You know, he's been around the program a lot. He's transitioning from that Gus Bradley 4-3 fence post defense to a 3-4. And he's definitely going to have to drop back in the coverage in his defense. So it remains to be seen whether or not this fits like a glove. It remains to be seen. Now, you know, to me, right, that is the kind of veteran presence you need to bring to this defense, man. He's never put up huge numbers, but he does have 30.5 sacks in his career. He's dependable, man, and he doesn't miss a lot of games. He does not miss a lot of games, and the price tag and the price point that he's being brought in for, you know, $16 million a year is not too steep. It's not too steep, man, especially for a defensive end. The market kind of got messed up today. We're going to talk about some of the other signings across the league, and we're going to really focus on our signings right now, man. But, you know, listen, man, he's a former first-round pick, physical run defender, man, and he's an edge setter. It's just the only thing about him is that he doesn't have that natural pass rushing kind of skill set. You know what I mean? He's a pocket pusher. He's not the kind of guy that gets after the quarterback and creates a lot of sacks. I mean, it's the thing. He's not a power rusher. So I think it's going to be good for him to come off the edge and not have his hand on the ground. I think it's going to be great for the guy's career, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. Wait, so with your brother, wait. So we got almost 500 in the room, man. Salute to my brother Ridge back in the place, man. Salute to my brother Halo Raider in the place. My dog Dan Tessier is in the place. Raider Dangerfield. He has good production. Hope it helps that line. That's a damn right. Yo, Quitty Paye for 16 a year isn't a bad deal at all. Solid against the run, sets the edge well. Good player for sure. Salute to my guy Gazebo 777. And this is the thing, Warlock. No, he's not Tyree. He's not Tyree. He's been way more productive. He's not as big as a player. Tyree is a defensive end in this 3-4. This guy is going to be a linebacker for us. I mean, terrific move, man. Hopefully we can get, you know, Devin Lloyd. Devin Lloyd is still out there, man. Devin Lloyd is still out there, ladies and gents. But everybody, pay your bar tabs. Get wasted with your brother wasted. Tell a friend to tell a friend. But guys, listen, everybody needs to really, really, you know, embrace what's going on right now. Now, if we want to transition a little bit, you know, I mean, unless you've been living under a rock, the Raiders went out there and made a humongous bomb of a signing. They went out there and got Tyler Linderbaum, man. And, you know, the Tyler Linderbaum signing to be honest with you, is one of the best signings this team has made in the last few offseasons. I mean, this is reminiscent of the Raiders signing Rodney Hudson when they were trying to turn things around in the Carr era. You know, this is a terrific deal. 3 years, $81 million. A lot of people are saying that the Raiders overpaid. When you have such a robust market, I think the Raiders need to go out there and get the guy that they feel is going to be the leader of that offensive line up front. The way this offense runs, the center is responsible for making the calls. And then, you know, the quarterback is the one who checks out of it. But in Klint Kubiak's offense, let me tell you something. The center is almost as important as the guy who's throwing the damn ball. So this was something that you couldn't get wrong, and the Raiders are making sure they got it right off the bat. And let me tell you something. My guy, Kevin Corley, gifted 20 Raider Nation Unlimited memberships to the masses. Everybody that has become a new member of the channel, please thank our guy Kevin Corley for making the Wasted Talent Army grow in droves, man. I appreciate you, my brother. Salute, my dog. Salute everybody in the chat, man. I mean, a lot of people are here, you know, upset for no damn reason. Let me tell you something. This offseason has been going freaking terrific. It really is, man. And salute to our guy, Kevin Corley, man, for real. Man, yo. I mean, you know, we're hearing that the Giants were in on Tyler Linderbaum. One of the big caveats about the Giants being in on him, and I think the Raiders have a decided advantage over a lot of teams, is the fact that they have no state income tax. So the valuation of your contract means that much more. It means that much more, man. And if you were going to overpay for somebody, you overpay for the blue chip talent. See, I think in the past, the Raiders have overpaid for players that weren't worth the crap to begin with. So if you're getting Raider PTSD from a move like this, please, I am here to tell you, don't. I'm here to tell you, don't, man. I mean, Spy is absolutely killing it. So when we talk about, you know, Spytek, we can't leave out all of the other great moves that John Spytek made today, man. You know, the Stokes deal was absolutely sensational, man. I mean, absolutely freaking sensational. What a freaking deal that was, man. What a deal that was, man. I mean, you're essentially getting, you know, one of the better corners in the NFL, really, for $10 million a year. You know, Eric Stokes signed for a 3-year, $30 million deal. Also, the Raiders went out there and shored up some more of that secondary with Tyron Johnson. And I want to really get into Tyron Johnson, man, because Tyron Johnson is one of the ultimate boom or bust moves of this offseason. He is a guy that when he is right and he's healthy and he's on the field, he is an explosive man. I don't know if you guys remember in the playoffs a few years ago when he made a house call against Lamar Jackson for 100 yards. I mean, the guy's special, man. And he's not one of these predominantly nickel corners who don't have an eye for the football. He definitely does. So this is a great sign for the Raiders if he can stay healthy. Real rap. Yo, my guy. Oh, the flying wonderful Lee Zadell is in the place from the 707 with the $5 slappy. Build the trenches. What's up, Raider Nation? Just want to pay my bar tab and be back in this B. Because I believe in this regime. Let's effing go. We need a wide receiver one, though. Yeah, please. You got to keep building the team first, though, right? I think that, you know, a lot of their moves that have been made today, you're going to see a wide receiver core that's going to be productive, but it is going to probably be put together by the sum of its parts. And, you know, for somebody to evolve out of that, it will probably be one of the young players that we have on the roster already. You know, I don't think the Raiders are going to go out there and break the bank on a free agent wide receiver, yo. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. So, guys, going back to a lot of this, right? Quitty Paye. We talked about Tyler Linderbaum. We got it, and we talked about Tyron Johnson. We got to talk about Jaylen Naylor, man. Jaylen Naylor was a terrific move by the Raiders. Now, Jaylen Naylor was, you know, wide receiver number 3 or 4 in Minnesota. We know we got Justin Jefferson there. Justin Jefferson is one of the best wide receivers in his league. He gets the lion's share of the touches. But Jaylen Naylor has really carved himself out a nice little career, man. And I'm gonna be real with you. You know, that is the kind of move that the Raiders need to move to make this thing move forward. It really is, man. I mean, the Jaylen Naylor move is one that I was really looking forward to. I was hoping that the Raiders were in on him, man. And if we're being honest, man, this is a guy that can get open, catches the football. He's got that same kind of Jackson Smith and Jigba kind of a vibe about him. I'm not saying he's going to play that well, but he definitely has that kind of a vibe to me. But, you know, he's a former Bishop Gorman star, man. So him coming back to Las Vegas is damn near like home, right? And look, last year he had a career high 444 receiving yards. He got a deal for $11 million. For his career, he's had 69 catches, 1,000 yards, 11 touchdowns. And I'm thinking that it's wholly possible that Jaylen Naylor could do a lot more damage in his offense with the Raiders and getting more touches. You know, like a lot of this stuff, man, is about opportunity on the field, man. A lot of these guys don't get that kind of opportunity, man. Salute to my guy Ridgeback. If Naylor is the next Myers for us, let's effing go. He could be the next Jacoby. He could be. But the thing is that the price point that you're paying him is substantially less than when you would have paid to keep Jacoby. You know, if we're being honest here, man, you know, and salute to my guy, Luis Cortez, with the $5 slap of room. Linderbaum contract is essentially a 2-year deal, can pivot if needed, or if some young guys develop. Essentially traded match for Linderbaum in the first. It looks like that on paper, but to be real with you, the fact that the Raiders didn't take a player back was genius by Spytek. Because the reason why the Ravens were not able to sign Tyler Linderbaum is not because they didn't want him back. It's the fact that they can't sign him, especially with bringing the Max Crosby deal home. They can't sign him. They don't have any more money. They cannot sign him. I don't see any metric that they can keep one of their really good players and also keep Tyler Linderbaum on the offensive side of the football. So the Raiders really went out there and did what they were supposed to do. They got a guy with a very robust market back into the damn house. My guy Lake Show, please don't tell me. I don't know what I'm talking about. The more we waste not signing premier players, the more time we give another chance to pick them up. I don't know what I'm about. F out of here. So what? Let me ask you a question, Lake Show Raider. You got to fill me in on the context of this diatribe that you're having right here. You got to fill me in, bro. What exactly do you mean? I mean, you guys got to let me know, man. My guy AJ Simpson with the $2 slappy. Quitty Paye to the Raiders is, yeah, our new 3-4. He's gonna play outside linebacker. And bro, already spoke about Quitty Paye as soon as the show came on, brother. And appreciate you for the $2 slappy. Appreciate that, bro. But yeah, we already talked about Quitty Paye. We started the show with Quitty Paye. Quitty Paye is a Raider. Quitty Paye is our new outside linebacker. He's going to be our strong side linebacker. I think he will be successful in that construct. I really do. He really wasn't the best guy in the world when he had his hand on the ground and had somebody on top of him. Salute to everybody in the room. Get wasted with your brother Wasted. Tell a friend, man. But listen, man. The Raiders are just sitting here letting the board come to them. They're letting the board come to them. They're out there doing the work. But, yo, the Raiders are in a situation where they are going to build this thing up methodically, slow, and do everything right. Salute to over 900 of y'all in the room. Get wasted if your brother Wasted, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Lakeshore Raider, it's about us taking our time signing. Devin Lloyd, we need to quit playing around, bro. Lakeshore, you got to relax, bro. You got to relax. You just assuming that Devin Lloyd isn't taking his time. Like Devin Lloyd could have if the Raiders want Devin Lloyd, right, and they're really deep into the situation and they have him wherever they have him, or they have communication with him, whatever the case may be, Devin Lloyd may be torn between us and another team. We might not even be in his top 3. You don't know that they playing around. Like just because we want somebody to be on our team doesn't mean they want to be here. Just because we got a lot of cap money doesn't mean that money is everything to them. I mean, you got to chill with that, man. I mean, how much more you want these guys to do in one effing day? I mean, what the F is up with you, Lake Show? I mean, you acting like an effing bum. I mean, I'm trying to give you information and not affirmation. Go with your crap. The F is wrong with you, Lake Show Raider? You done woke me up. I mean,
that's a tutorial that says you know what the fuck you doing.
I mean, my God, Lake Show Raider. Salute to my dog Lake Show, man. Salute to my God, man. And this is the thing about Devin Lloyd, bro. Devin Lloyd did not hang the moon. The man did not hang the effing moon here. I mean, Devin Lloyd is a very good player, but you acting like we leaving Lawrence Taylor out there or something like that. We're not leaving LT out there. This is Devin Lloyd we talking to effing about. Listen, for my money, you probably would get a more accomplished player on the cheap, like a Nakobe Dean. Like a Nakobe Dean. Raider Nation Jason is wasted. We finally grew a pair. We always had a pair. The F is up with you. And look, do I like the Quitty Paye signing? Yo, it's a wait and see for me. To me, it signifies that the Raiders are trying to really build this defense. It signifies that. But, you know, I don't know. I don't know how Quitty Paye is going to play standing up. I think it should work. On paper, it should work, but we got to see it. We're going to have to see it, man. My guy, Danny, Caps to the Kingster in the place. My guy, Raider Sense. Bags packed, ready for my stay in the Gulags. Raider Sense, what is the deal, man? Raider Sense, listen, man. You on a grab show. You were saying that you wanted to go to the Gulags. You want to see what it's like. I hereby sentence you to the Gulags for 5 minutes. Be gone. Be effing gone. Salute to my guy, OGDA. OGDA. We're being the organization. It's in the process. Oh, yes, it is. Oh, yes, it is. My guy, Stro. Not every player prioritizes the money. Look at what we just went through with Max. Don't you think if money would have stopped him for leaving, Spytek would have offered him more money to keep him around just like the Browns did? Yeah. But the thing is this. I think Max is such a student of the game. He's watching what happened to his cohort over there in Cleveland. And he realizes that, you know, his cohort over there in Cleveland is going to play the lion's share of his career for a terrible team. And I don't think that Max was willing to sign up for that, to watch the Raider turnaround. And that's his prerogative. That is his prerogative, big time. Salute to over 1,000 people in the chat. Get wasted with your brother wasted. It's a feeling like we're going to have to go big on edge early in the draft. There are a lot of opinions. Yeah, the thing about this edge class, you got a lot of tweeners and you got a lot of guys that are stone cold lead pipe, you know, slam dunks that are going to be productive at the next level, and they're not going to be available to Russ at 14. So you got to ask yourself something. Are you willing? Are you willing to go into the season that way? Are you willing? Because listen, when I start looking at this Raider defense, right? Yes, the heart and soul is gone out of it. But at the end of the day, yo, I'm trying to tell y'all something. When you start looking at this roster with the sum of its parts, the sum of the parts of this roster are going to be a lot greater than, you know, what we had in one particular guy. I really believe that. I believe that, you know, the Malcolm Koonce thing is going to be a thing. You know, I mean, I don't think Malcolm Koonce will have a robust market. I think he's probably going to want to come back to the Raiders if he possibly can on a prove-it deal. So let's just pray for rain, man. Stroke, I agree, Wasted. I'm just making a point that even if you throw a bag at Lloyd, that doesn't mean he's going to come in. Oh, that's a fact. He may prioritize winning over money. People just got to relax and let Spytek cook. This is the thing. There's a dance here, especially with players that are at the age that these guys are, because they're coming into the big money, right? And yo, they want to keep it. They want to keep it. My guy, Brandon. Yo, I'm not rushing the edge pick, by the way. People should get the idea and get rid of an elite rusher. Then we have to immediately go spend a high pick for another guy. I'd rather not force it. Yeah, I'd rather build it up, bro. I would rather build it up. Like there is a narrative that when you lose a player like Max Crosby, or you lose players, that you got to go right out and replace them with one person. You know, Max's production could be replaced with a couple of different people. I really believe the most important thing is for the Raiders to go out there and go and make sure that they draft and get that zero tech in the middle of this 3-4 defense. We got this 3-4 defense coming up. They got to outline this defense with the right kind of players, bro. Quitty Paye is a good depth piece. You're going to have a lot of the times you're going to have 4 linebackers on the field. That is a guy that's a damn good tackler. He can set the edge. I see nothing wrong with bringing that guy in, man. Nothing wrong with that. And there's a lot of guys in the draft that I like too, man. It's a lot of guys in the draft, man, that I'm loving, man. A lot of guys. This is going to be a young team. Now, Quay Walker is still out there. Now, we're going to go out there and look at some of the guys that are still out there and still available. Also, before we get into that, yo, we got to talk about some of the compensatory picks that the Raiders have, man. We got to talk about it, man. We have got to talk about it, man. And then we're going to talk about the draft, too. And, yo, ENT says, bro, just rambling. No, we talking ball over here. You effing bum. It is 1,100 people in here. 1,100. You don't need to be one of them, ye events, whoever the F you are. I've never seen your punk ass in here anyway. Listen, if you don't like what the F we talking about here, this is free agent effing frenzy. You get the F up out of here, you fucking bum. I know it's a family show. It's early. You little
Man, you a bitch. You a bitch.
that F up out of here if you don't like it. The F is wrong with you. Nobody's ever seen your punk ass in here at any effing time. And thank you, Demon King, for gifting 5 Raider Nation Unlimited memberships to the effing masses. If you don't want to be a member of the Wasted Talent Army, then get the fuck on. You get the F up out of here. We signed Tyler effing Linderbaum. Tyler Linderbaum. You up here talking your crap. Get the F up out of here with your crap. Let me find this effing bum. Let me scroll all the way up. Let me find this effing bum. You block your ass. Oh, there you go, right there. We never knew ye. We never knew ye. See you later. Permanently gone and banished to the depths of hell in Raider Nation Unlimited lore.
Oh my God! Wow!
Oh, yes. You're about to be unceremoniously blocked the F up out of here. Oh, my God. But Spytek is cooking. I needed that. I needed that. Thank you, guys. Got his ass. Been banished to the shadow realm. Let that be a lesson to you all. Whew. Thank you, Where's the Flag? They just woke me up, too. Thank you. You effing bum. It's a family show. Man, we've been cooking, and this guy with his crap. But look, man. but John Spytek is really beginning to show his worth, man. He is willing. He is showing his worth. A lot of you people who are out there disrespecting the great and powerful John Spytek, now you see. Now you see why he is here. Now you see. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Yo, Raider Sense is already here. Yo, my guy, Roll Tide Raider Nation. Wasted. Have they signed a linebacker yet? Keep up the best chat in the world, bro. Thank you, my guy. And no, Quitty Paye is a. I guess you could consider him a linebacker, right? In this defense, in this scheme, Quitty Paye, he might play with his hand on the ground from time to time, but he will be playing outside linebacker. So I guess yes. But yo, like for me, some of the guys that are still out there, I'm really, really hoping that the Raiders get either Devin Lloyd and Nakobe Dean. My guy, Joey Cheek with the $20 slap a room. Wasted trying to calm you down. Appreciate you, Joey Cheek. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. Like, nobody wants to hear these effing bums. We over here cooking. This guy talking crap. This is a great show, man. He messing with the great and powerful. Yo, but this is the thing, right? So I'm looking at market evaluations, right? And we got, Nakobe Dean still out there. Now, Nakobe Dean, the more I think about it, the more I would love, look, we all have those players, man. We all have those players that, you want, you like, you want for the Raiders to bring in, and Devin Lloyd is that for me. But when I start looking at how well Nakobe Dean has played ever since he's come out of the University of Georgia, man. I mean, last year he didn't play a complete season. He had 30 combo tackles, 25 assists, 4 sacks. 2024 he had 80 tackles, 3 sacks, 1 pick. 2023, 22 tackles, 8 assists, half a sack, and he didn't really play a whole lot in 2022, right? But Nakobe Dean is somebody, man, that when we start thinking about it, Nakobe Dean would be a hell of an answer, and it would be nice if we can get a Devin Lloyd and a Nakobe Dean, man. It would be nice, man. But Dean played the first 5 games of the season recovering from a knee injury, and he sat out week 17 and 18 because of a hamstring issue. But that led to his overall tackles being less than half of, what he was doing in 2024. You know what I mean? So Nakobe Dean is a baller, man. Nakobe Dean is a baller. 2024, he had 128 tackles in 2024. Went crazy in 2024. 128. I misquoted that. He went crazy. Had 15 games, 1 pick, 4 pass defense. If the Raiders can get that guy, the 2024 version of Nakobe Dean, that will pay huge dividends, man. Huge dividends. And the thing about it is, when you start putting this defense together, this defense can come together like Voltron. Not having a star like Max Crosby is going to hurt any team, right? And I'm going to stop bringing Max up, but going out and getting quality front end starters is how you can really bring this thing together in a real freaking way, man. Man, I mean, my God, man. Yo, and see, Nakobe Dean is small, but in this 3-4, bro, he, like, to me, I think Nakobe Dean on the outside would be a demon for the Raiders, man. That'd be an A signing. I listen, now I love Devin Lloyd. And Devin Lloyd is my number 1 guy. But the thing is this, you have to open your eyes and think of other options if you don't get Devin Lloyd. And I'm surprised Devin Lloyd is still out there. I'm surprised he's still out there. I think that you are going to have to address this linebacker room with free agent signings and draft capital. And I've always said about Nakobe when he came out, he's a small guy, right? The biggest thing for me is I got to ask myself, right? Like, what are the Raiders doing up front? Because that has a lot to do with this linebacking core. Like, what are they doing up front? Who's the zero tech they're going to bring in? Right? Are they going to go out there and double dip and triple dip at the linebacker? Are you going to go out there and bring in a Leo Chanel? Are you going to go out there and try to go bring him in and bring in Devin Lloyd, right? Where does Tommy Eichenberg sit in this? Is E-Rob a guy that you're possibly going to bring back? You understand what I'm saying? These are things that you have to think about. And I love how John Spytek is playing this. He's not overspending. He's staying in his wheelhouse, and he's filling his roster out. Just because you have the money does not mean that you have to overspend, man. Now, people are saying that Devin Lloyd is stuck in between the Panthers and the Bengals. I have not gotten any word that the Raiders were even in on him. Right. And the thing about Devin Lloyd is he's a guy that, even though he is very, very talented, Devin Lloyd really, when you think about it, you know, a lot of us are kind of valuing him as if he is a perennial all-pro guy, where he really, you know, kind of really just came into his own last season, if we're being honest, right? Hasn't been in the league a whole hell of a lot of time. But, you know, Devin Lloyd, man, you know, 2024, he has 61 combo tackles, 2 sacks, 1 interception. Last year, he had 46 assists. He had 5 interceptions, 1 touchdown, 1.5 sacks. You know what I mean? So Devin Lloyd, man, when you start talking about Devin Lloyd, man, it's not like he's a guy who set the world on fire here, but he is a talent. And he can cover really well. He can cover really, really well. Like, PFF has him ranked 89.1 overall. You know, he's a guy who is a plus run defender, plus edge rusher, and also, you know, great in coverage for a linebacker. And that's one of the things that you need when you're in the 3-4. When they're in their base defense, you need linebackers that can cover. Yeah, Jonathan Franklin Myers is off the board. So, guys, look, we got to get into some of the guys who are off the board. And Hug D's, no, I don't think the Raiders are done for the day. I like when you start talking about, you know, who, what, where, and why, I think a lot of these deals are deals that are trying to get worked now. Like, every deal just doesn't happen right off the bat. Sometimes you got to work on it. And I think the Raiders are they know they got money to spend. They have to spend the money. They have to kind of elevate their salary cap floor. There's a minimum amount of money that every team must spend, and the Raiders are still over it. I mean, under it. They are still under it, man. So the Raiders have to spend money. The Raiders have to spend money, man. Seriously. And I don't think people really realize that. The Raiders have got to spend money. So, you know, they got to go out there and make some more moves, man. Now, you know, a lot of people will say that Quitty Paye is an overpay, right? But let me tell you something, man. He's a good, like, second or third pass rusher. He's a good second or third pass rusher. I like the way the contract is structured. I think that is a solid move. He's a Michigan guy, man. I mean, when you got, you know, Owe Adafe off the board, Phillips off the board, you know, Mafe is off the board. The Raiders needed to bring in somebody, man. They needed to bring in somebody. And this is the crazy thing. I mean, even with the Raiders spending $58 million, you know what I mean? I know that, you know, that number like kind of fluctuates a little bit. You know, the Raiders are still $48 million under the salary floor, not the salary cap. And the rookies don't really make that much. So the Raiders have to get active out there. They got to go out there and sign some more people. So I'm telling you guys right now, buckle up. Buckle the F up, man. And you guys pay your bartenders over $1,200 in a room. Get wasted with your brother wasted, man. So we literally got the money to go out there and get some more people. You know, I don't think Jaylen Naylor was an overpay either. I really think that they went out there and they got their guys short up that they're really going to feature in this offense. And this is a fun offseason, man. It's a fun offseason. You got to go out there, get some linebackers, and then there's always that second wave of free agency. after cuts, after the draft. So listen, the Raiders are viable. But that Naylor signing, to me, is looking to be one of the best signings of this whole situation, man. Man. But look, I wanted to kind of get into the Tyler Linderbaum stuff, right? There are a lot of people in Raider Nation who have a sentiment that they feel like Jackson Powers Johnson should be the center for this team, and that Jackson Powers Johnson is better. And look, I am, and Raheem Shaheed is still out there too, as well. Everybody, he's still out there. But this is the thing, right? You know, when you start talking about JPJ, the idea of what Jackson Powers Johnson could be, the idea of what he could be is greater than what he's actually been. Right. So when you start comparing the two, right, I don't think that the Raiders, and salute to everybody. Oh, this just in, the Denver Broncos released Dre Greenlaw. So that might be something the Raiders that want to kick the tires. Brandon Coleman, wasted. You're too nice for not calling people who think JPJ is better than just brain. No, look, this is the thing. I think what winds up happening is there are some people that fall in love with traits as opposed to falling in love with the reality of the situation. Right? You got some people out there that are sitting there and they're saying, oh man, you know, JPJ isn't a great pass blocker, which to me is not sound logic, and it's not actually true. It's just not true. It's not true at all. Like, you know, JPJ is a damn he's a damn good pass blocker too, man. He's like I just don't understand where people are getting this from. He is a damn good pass blocker. Listen, and JPJ already knows he retweeted it. He's ready to get to work. He's freaking ready to get to work. I mean, listen, you know, his pass block win rate is 97%. Tyler Linderbaum, second among centers. Like I don't understand that narrative, right? You have everybody from Lincoln Kennedy to freaking, you know, Richie Incognito saying that they view Jackson Powers Johnson as a guard. That's how they view him, right? You have multiple regimes that viewed him as a guard. I don't understand how in a wide zone concept, when you have one of the best, if not the best zone center in football, right? In an offense that you need to have a heady center up there. With JPJ, do I have faith in him? Yeah, I do. I think that he can learn it. But we have a situation where we don't even have to wonder. You know, Tyler Linderbaum could get it done. You know Tyler Linderbaum can get it done. And listen, yo, when you start talking about, you know, why JPJ played guard, because of how aggressive he is. He's a guy that's he's a people mover. See me, I like the idea of JPJ at center too, because how big he is. And I know that, you know, how strong he is. Eventually he's going to develop into a guy who could take on nose tackles and zero techs, probably one-on-one. But there ain't no doubt about Tyler Linderbaum. Tyler Linderbaum, shout out to my guy Just Raiders, baby. This ain't no doubt. He texts the same thing I was just saying. Like, bro, there's no doubt. You know that signing Tyler Linderbaum, you could just cross that off the list. Center, good. Center is good. Yo, Anthony Menza. It was Lincoln Kennedy called out the concerns with JPJ managing the calls. Why are we bitching about upgrading our O-line? I know. Listen, bro. I think there is some people who don't know the difference between proven and potential, like my man Wavy Twin said, man. I don't listen, bro. Sometimes people in Raider Nation get Raider dysmorphia. They like players that are just kind of good. They like the idea of certain players staying on the roster instead of upgrading. This was a proven commodity. This was an upgrade. And now you have one of the 4 best players at his position in the National Football League. This is a terrific freaking move, man. Terrific move. Now, I hope that, when we start talking about what the Raiders are going to do, let's hope that they do the Moneyball kind of approach, where they bring in a bunch of different guys that fit together and build a coherent defense. But a lot of people got to take them Raider goggles off. Oh, Chris Marone. Chris Marone. Oh, my God, I was looking for you, Chris Marone. I mean, Chris Marone, why, oh, why did you disrespect the great and powerful waste of talent on Grab's channel of all places, man? Chris Marone, come to the front of the congregation. I mean, Chris Marone, salute to my guys, my Jersey guy, man. Salute to my guy, Chris Marone. I think he's from Madison. No, I know. I'm just playing with you, bro. I think that's my guy from Madison, man. If I'm not mistaken, man. If I'm not mistaken. But at the end of the day, man, I listen. How are you guys all feeling about today? How are you guys feeling today? Listen, I am 100% on board with what I've seen today. Oh, he's from Brick Township. Salute to my guy Chris Marone. I got some friends that live down in Brick. Jersey's in the place, man. My guy Ruben Rust with the $10 slapper room. At the end of the day, we had money. We got the best O-line in free agency when we needed O-line help. It's an upgrade no matter how you look at it. We are getting better. Salute to my guy Ruben Rust, always bringing the smack. Always bringing the smack. Salute to my guy, Joe Dodson, 42.58 with a $5 slapperoo. And salute to the goated Ninja Turtle costume on your dog, too, man. I love it. I love it, man. I think JPJ can be a solid starting center, but I think he could be a Pro Bowler at guard. And see, this is the way I see it, right? It's a great day all the way around because, Tyler Linderbaum is a guy that is healthy. JPJ is not a guy who has been really healthy throughout his career. He just hasn't, right? Colton Miller has had some injuries and some concerns. But the cool thing is, say for instance, Linderbaum gets nicked up or he has to take some plays off, you can move JPJ over and he can play center, and you know that he is a guy that can handle playing center. He can handle playing center. But with Tyler Linderbaum, let's hope JPJ never has to take another snap at center. But if you look at the way this line is shaping up, especially if they go out there and if they go get Vega at 14 or they go and bring in another free agent, right? Now you have a situation. If they were to go out and get Vega, if you're taking Vega in the first round, the expectation is that he's the starter. So if you go get Vega and you put Vega at right guard, right? You put Vega at right guard, you got Tyler Linderbaum at center, you got JPJ at left guard, you have Colton Miller at tackle, right? I don't know if Charles Grant would be the guy. Maybe Charles Grant could be your guy at right tackle, or it could be DJ Glaze or whatever. But then now you have Caleb Rogers and you have DJ Glaze, who are solid backups, solid young backups that can play in this league. So if you do have any injuries, your offensive line is not missing a beat. It kind of reminds me of back in the old car insurance days, man. All of the old car insurance days where you had John Feliciano. Or having guys like Denzel Good. Salute to my guy Denzel Good, but Denzel Good was always a guy that when he came in, he played freaking well. He played well. But yeah, this is very Rodney Hudson-esque, man. KO and all them guys. Our moves have been, to me right now, been an A so far. Right? When you start talking about, you know, all of the guys that we've signed. All the guys we've signed, man. Like, yo, this has been a hell of a day, man. It's been a hell of a day, man. It's been a hell of a signing period for our guy John Spytek, man. I'm telling you right now, man. I mean, they have done a freaking terrific job. Terrific job, man. Salute to my guy, McNasty, with the $5 slappy. Oh, man, he got my man Larry Fishburne at the end of school days, man. That is goated right there. Says, I feel great because they are finally moving in the right direction. Draft defense. Man, yo. Man, yo. I mean, yo, you listen, bro. You got to say that. Say that, bro. I mean, it's just been a terrific day today, man. Terrific day. John Spytek is freaking cooking, man. And this the thing, man. Now when you start talking about, you know, our former draft picks, right, and the ones that we're gonna have, now you got a Fernando Mendoza coming in to a great situation for a rookie quarterback. The one thing that I never wanted, you know, everybody always talks about when you draft a quarterback, right? Oh, they're like, oh, the Raiders draft him. What is he going into? He'll be going into a place with a stout, decent defense, with a running game. He'll be going into a situation where he has a security blanket in Brock Bowers, who is a superstar, and he'll be going to a situation, hopefully, with a pretty damn terrific offensive line. That's the best case scenario. A lot of young quarterbacks get the football knocked out of them. A lot of young quarterbacks get the football knocked out of them. That will not be the case here. My guy, Adam Windbreaker, Husker. Because the day is not over, I'm giving it an A-. So far, we need to sign linebackers, and I'd love to get Devin Lloyd or Koonce wrapped up. I would love that too. I mean, with Koonce, that's more of a I'm waiting and seeing how that happens with Koonce, bro. Because if I can improve, like if I can go and get Nakobe Dean and then I can go get Lloyd, or if I can get Quay Walker or somebody like that, I'm really gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. And listen, if we get Vega and them guys, I think Genty's gonna rush for at least 1,400 yards this year. But man, look, you know, a really underrated move that happened today, and I kind of glazed over it, pause if necessary, but was the Tyron Johnson move. That was a move that, to be real with you, I glazed over, and I probably shouldn't. That was a move that I glazed over, everybody, and I probably shouldn't. When you talk about Tyron Johnson, right? John Spytek went out there and got this guy for almost nothing. Like next year, Tyron Johnson is a guy that you can get rid of with zero cap hit. And this is like kind of a one-year prove-it deal. Now, this is a guy that, you know, was a second-team All-Pro in 2023, y'all. 2023. He became available when Buffalo kind of shifted their defensive philosophy, right? And when you start thinking about it, man, they went out there and got a guy that was going to have a robust market right before he hit the trade market. So this is a terrific deal. Autumn Wind Husker, no, Alex Ingold has already been signed. I think he got signed by the Chargers. So Alex Ingold is not out there anymore. But just from the financial aspects of this, man, a guy that earned All-Pro recognition 2 seasons ago, not cost you a day 1 or 2 compensation, costing you a 6th-round pick, is phenomenal, man. It's phenomenal. And he's only going to count $8.67 million against the salary cap. Where, you know, we're in an era where cornerbacks get signed at $20 million a year. Veterans may land at, 12 to $15 million. So securing a player like this for under $9 million was a terrific move, man. And this is the thing. The Bills are eating a lot of what his former salary was, right? And this gives the Raiders tremendous flexibility when it comes to that secondary. Tremendous. Now, this is the thing, man. This is a guy that, unlike Nate Hobbs was not a guy who was going to get you a bunch of interceptions. This is a guy that has a nose for the ball, and he's like a Swiss Army knife in the secondary. He is a guy that's a great tackler. He is a very, very, very sure ball hawk. I don't know if you guys remember back in the day against Baltimore where he took it to a house call on Lamar Jackson in the playoffs for 101 yards. But terrific player, man. Terrific player. He earned a 80.4 overall grade from Pro Football Focus. And he's one of the highest tackler cornerbacks in the National Football League. Man, he made over 100 tackles. Over 100 tackles. So this guy is a beast if he could stay healthy. Now, this is the problem, right? This is the problem with Tyron Johnson, man. Tyron Johnson has not been healthy. He has not been healthy over the years, man. And that's the only thing that concerns me about him. That is the only thing that concerns me about him. But this was a sneaky, this and the Naylor move are the ones I really want to talk about, because those are those kind of moves that nobody around the league are going to talk about. But these are the kind of moves that make you a great freaking team, man. Those are the kind of moves that make you a great freaking team, man. Seriously. Now, when you start talking about, his injury concerns, he's missed a lot of freaking time, bro. He's missed a lot of freaking time, man. A lot of time. And that's something that we have to really look at. That's something we got to look at, man. He's a guy that really has missed four games a lot. He's missed 4 games a lot. And that's the thing, man. He's a guy that has missed time all over. I don't think that he's played a complete season. But if he can stay healthy, if he can get healthy for the Raiders, man, my God, man. My God. Salute to everybody in the chat. Salute. Let me read this. Let me get some of these supers, man. I think they'll experiment at JJ Pegues at fullback. Fly Ignacio, I don't know. I don't necessarily think that the Raiders, as much as they value the fullback position, is going to play around with a gadget player like that. I don't think they're going to hang all of their wants and their need for a fullback on a player that's not a fullback full time. Yo, my guy, Raider War Report. Linderbaum stops all the Raiders don't have a line talk. Draft Ion for Penn State, and it's a problem. Bro, that's the way I'm looking at it at 14. That's the way I'm looking at it too. And my guy, Raider War Report. Go check my guy, the Raider War Report out. Go follow him on Twitter too, man. Double down with Dunker in a second. No. See, the thing with Jennings Dunker is the way I have Jennings Dunker rated, I have him being a guard at the next level. I have Jennings Dunker being a guard at the next level. That's me. That's me. I have Jennings Dunker being a guard at the next level. I really do, man. But, man, look, the Johnson move, man, I'm telling you right now, is a terrific move, bro. He's going to turn 20. He's going to turn 30 during the 2026 season. But the thing is this: if he does fall off of a cliff, the Raiders only have him for 1 year, and they can get out of the Johnson business. They can get out of Tyron Johnson business, man. So this is a terrific move. John Spytek went out there and really got value for a 7th round pick, man. I mean, a 6th round pick. Just everything is just falling into place in such a freaking great time, man. But yeah, Jennings Dunker to me is going to be a guard, guys. I don't necessarily see him. Yeah, we talked about it. Yeah, the Raiders signed Quitty Paye. A lot of you guys remember. But like I said, man, you know, the only thing with Johnson is he's missed a lot of time. He's missed over 4 games the last few seasons. Man. But yeah, the Quitty Paye move, that is a linebacker move. He's going to be a linebacker in this scheme. So just realize that, guys. Now, this is the thing. The Raiders have to go out there. They got to kick the tires on some of these other guys. Now, Drake Greenlaw is what it is. Drake Greenlaw is out there. I don't necessarily know how healthy Drake Greenlaw is. I don't know how healthy Drake Greenlaw is right now. He's a name. He's a guy that's played for the San Francisco 49ers, and he's played well over throughout his career. But, you know, I don't necessarily know how healthy Drake Greenlaw is. I really don't. So we gotta look into that. We gotta look into that. Salute to my guy AJ. Could get Mendoza's guy Elijah Surratt in a second. That'd be way too high to draft Elijah Surratt, man. I think you guys are just kind of like really overvaluing Elijah Surratt. He's not a guy that I'm drafting in the second round at all. I think that would be organizational malpractice. That'd be organizational malpractice to draft Elijah Surratt as slow as he is in the second round. Seriously, man. I mean, like when you start talking about Elijah Surratt, man, he's not even a guy that I take in the third round. You know, so it's funny for me, right? So when I look at Elijah Surratt, right, the number. There were a lot of people who this hasn't been such a great wide receiver draft, right? And salute to my guy, my dog Shalib, man, gifting 10 Raider Nation Unlimited memberships to the masses, y'all. Salute to my brother Shalib. Whoever got a membership from my guy Shalib, make sure you guys thank him for making the Wasted Talent Army grow in droves, right? But for me, right, to me, you know, the number 1, number 2, number 3 wide receivers is subjective, right? Now, Carnell Tate is the number 1 guy in this draft for me. Jordan Tyson is the number 2 guy. Mekhi Lemon is the number 3 guy in this draft. Denzel Boston is the number 4 guy for me in this draft. Chris Brazell is the number 5 guy in this draft. Omar Cooper Jr., another Indiana guy, is 6 for me. Elijah Surratt, you know, Malachi Fields, Zach Branch. I have all of these guys over Elijah Surratt. I'm not doing it because of the symmetry between him and Fernando Mendoza. You know, like when you start talking about, you know, Elijah Surratt, man, he's 6'2", he's 210. He's a possession receiver, right? You know, he is not a fast guy, man. He's not a fast guy, bro. He's not. I'm trying to find his combine numbers, man. Long arms. I'm trying to find his 40-yard dash. So his 40. So wait, did he run a 4.61? Wait, hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't have his 40 time. I'm trying to find. I have a list of everybody's 40 times. I didn't write down his 40 time. I didn't write down his 40 time. Look, it depends, right? Like if you think that Mekhi Lemon, like a lot of people seem to like Mekhi Lemon. I'm not a big wide receiver guy, right? I don't like drafting wide receivers in the first round. You know what I'm saying? I don't like, and I'm gonna get you guys. Like to me, this is one of those wide receiver drafts where you go out there and you get production, but you also want to go out there and you want to get, potential. Right? There's like next year is the year where you're gonna draft a wide receiver. Now, Malachi Fields is a big guy. Malachi Fields, I think he was the one who ran the 4.61. Let me find Elijah Surratt's because I have all of their stuff written down. I gotta find it, man. But Elijah Surratt's 40 time, I don't think it was impressive at all. And that to me, look, that call that the Raider in me. You know what I'm saying? I don't like slow wide receivers. So he was a 4.55. A 4.6 between 4.55 and 4.6. So I was right. He was a 4.6 guy. He was a 4.6 guy, man. Yes, jackpot. The Raiders signed Nakobe Dean, y'all. 3-year deal. 3-year deal. The Raiders got Nakobe Dean, y'all. Salute to the violator pulling up at the right time. The Raiders got Nakobe freaking Dean, everybody. Oh, my God. Let's freaking go. Let's go. Salute to the 1,400 of y'all in the room. The Raiders signed Nakobe Dean for a 3-year deal. Let's go, man. Let's go. We talked that into oh my God, man. We brought that into fruition. The Raiders have just signed Nakobe Dean, y'all. Spytek is on, man. Let's go, man. I'm trying to find the contract numbers on the Nakobe Dean. Nobody is saying anything right now, yo. That's an excellent effing signing, man. The Raiders got Nakobe Dean, y'all. Let me make sure, because sometimes Twitter, sometimes you can't always trust Twitter. Sometimes you can't always trust Twitter. Hold on now. Hold on now. Let's make sure this is real. Hold on, y'all. I hope that they didn't punk me here. We got to look at Shefty. Oh wow, the Raiders signed Quay Walker. Oh my God. And Nakobe Dean. Holy shit. Holy shit. Both on the rap sheet. Holy shit. Quay Walker and Nakobe Dean. Holy shit. No fucking way. Excuse my language. This is no longer a family show, everybody. This is no longer a family show. This is no longer a family show. Oh my God. Oh my God. You guys doubt the great and powerful John Spytek. He got Quay Walker and Nakobe Dean, Quitty Paye. Give him his props. Let's fucking go, everybody. Let's fucking go. No. My God. Yes. Ain't nobody playing around. Salute to my guy, Big Mike Raider, gifted 10 Raider Nation Unlimited slappies to the masses. Everybody put the kids to bed. You damn right, Adrian for Winters. Holy fuck. Quay Walker and the Kobe Dean. Quay Walker and the Kobe effing Dean. Yo, my God, I got to catch up here. My dog, what tackles you taking as second rounders? I'm going to pull some of those up for you, ready to report. I got to get to some of these. Yo, no Elijah Surratt. I got some tackles for you, though. But LJ Shelton, I'd probably get him a little further down as another Penn State guy. My guy, Mikey, appreciate you for always keeping us tapped and wasted. What a great free agent period so far. Yo, guys, I'm going to be real with you. This is the best free agent period that we've had since I've been broadcasting. Quay and the Kobe Dean in 2 minutes is insane, Autumn Wind Husker. Let's fucking go. Quay and the Kobe Dean. This is some Madden type shit. Oh, my God. Luis Galvez. Quay Walker was the pick we gave the Packers for Devontae Adams. It has all come full circle. Oh, my God. My guy, Big Mike Raider. Damn, this is unreal. You doubt. Cash Money Spy strikes again. Just Raiders, baby. Oh, my God. We got almost 1,600 in the room. Spytek is cooked. Let me tell you something. All you effing bums. All you effing bums who are doubting John Spytek. All of you. All of you effing bums that were doubting John Spytek. I am going to roll I am backing the bus up over your asses. Oh, my God. I mean, I am backing the damn bus up over your asses. .21 gun salute. F up out of here. You smell that cooking? Yes. This is a great day. This is a great effing day. El Chito, the $5 slappy. Salute, Wasted. I love the Quitty Paye and these linebackers. Oh, yes, Wasted Talent loves the Quitty Paye and these linebackers signings too. My guy, Rudy the Vet Russo. Let's fucking go. Oh, my God, Silver Stunner with the $5 slappy. We picked up 4 of the top 50 free agents. I think we are done with the big signings. Silver Stunner, you wash your mouth out with effing soap. We're not done yet. Spytek is not done yet. It's not done yet. He's not done yet. I'm going to say that 4th time. He's not done yet, you effing bum. Oh, my God. And Shalib with the $20 holler. Detroit Buddha has been slain. Straight to the fucking gulag. Listen, Detroit Buddha has been put out the pasture. There he goes right there. He's been put out the pasture, man. Yes! Oh, my God, man. Oh, my God, y'all. Y'all, I got to give y'all some analysis, man. Man, they just signed Malcolm Koonce 1 year, $11 million, y'all. The Koonster is back. Malcolm Koonce is back, baby. Man. My God, man. Man, yo. I'm sorry, y'all. Yo, Quay Walker and Koonce, no fucking way, man. We got over 1,600 in the room, yo. Yes, we told you already, man. Graph is losing it right now. My God, I am so juiced, man. Nakobe Dean is oh my God, y'all. Pay y'all fucking bar tabs, man. Pay your bar tabs. Ruben Russ, Quay and Dean, the Georgia duo. They already have good chemistry playing together, a dominant nose, and we can have a top 12 rush defense. Oh my God, bro. Spytek is doing his damn thing, yo. Oh my God. Yo, I gotta call my wife. I need a cup of coffee, man. I need a cup of coffee because I am up here cooking. We are up here cooking, y'all. Salute to everybody in the chat. Get wasted with your brother Wasted, man. Oh my God. Oh my God. Mrs. Wasted Talent is being just guys. Salute to the 1,700 of you guys in the room. I am calling my wife, Mrs. Wasted. Honey, this is the best. I know you can hear me. I know you just came in. This is the best free agent period. This is the best free agent period we've had since I've been broadcasting. This is amazing.
Okay.
And honey, you know what will make it even more amazing?
If you got some coffee.
You're damn right. I appreciate you, sweetheart, if you could. Love you so much. Thank you, baby.
Love you. I hook you up.
All right. Oh my God. It don't get no better than this. Mutation X has become a new YouTube member. We got so much more money left in the draft. This is like a dream come true. It's almost like John Spytek grew up playing Madden. Don't it seem like that? Oh my God, man. So now it's time to go out there and go get your zero tech. My guy, Andrew Gonzalez. Let's effing go. El Chito with the $2 slappy. Caden McDonald. Peter Woods at 14. Roadside Nate says he's always believed in John Spytek. Man, so guys, the Raiders additions today. Tyler Linderbaum, $81 million, 3 years. Quay Walker, 3 years, $40.5 million. Nakobe Dean, 3 years, $36 million. Jaylen Naylor, 3 years, $35 million. Quitty Paye, 3 years, $48 million. Eric Stokes, 3 years, $30 million. Malcolm Koonce, 1 year, $11 million in the trade for Tyron Johnson, man. The Raiders are coming up, man. The Raiders are coming up. The Raiders are coming up. They've done so much, man. I mean, and when you talk about bang for your buck, it don't get no better than that. This has been a top tier. This has been phenomenal. Phenomenal, bro. Phenomenal. So now if they go guard, wide receiver, I'm cool no matter what they do. Salute to the Violator, man. What you think, bro? Violator, what you think, bro? OG, what you think? We got the Violator Way Mayberry in the place, yo. Who's next? I don't know. But David, salute to Woodson Whiskey. Salute to Charles Woodson and Woodson Whiskey. They say, why can't we ever have good things? We got a lot of good things right now. Salute to my guy, J. Rowe, with the $20 slappy. But guys, you know, everybody's saying, yo, now we leave now. Yo, he said Spytek is on fire, 100%. Listen, bro, I don't even want to talk about Max right now. But when you guys keep talking about Max and why didn't they do this when he was here, he's the one who wanted to go. He wanted to go, and they obliged him. So salute to him. But yo, we on to something different now, man. We on to something different. My guy, Philly Raider. I've been a fan 47 years. I haven't been this pleased in a long time. Me either, bro. Me either. I've been a fan almost as long as you, brother. And I haven't ever been this pleased, man. Oh, my God, man. The Raider War Report is in the place. Coffee, I'm so excited. I'm about to make a baby. Where's my wife? Oh, my God. This man is talking about shooting watermelons. You better shoot. You up here trying to shoot the club up. Raider War Report with the applause. Applaud the Raiders War Report for bringing some little Raiders into the world. My guy, Articles and Particles. Let Spytek cook. Chef Boyar Spytek. That's my GM. Oh my God, man. Man, yo. It is unbelievable, yo. Unbelievable, man. My dog Spoon. Comp picks out too. I'm gonna get to the comp picks. I'm gonna get to the comp picks. Just hold your horses. But listen, let's get into Quay Walker, man. Let's get into Quay Walker, man. Let's get into Quay Walker because Quay Walker, man, is a guy that has been super, super productive since he's been in the National Football League. Super productive. What a terrific talent this guy is, man. What a terrific talent. 6'4", 241, 25 years old. 25 years old. 90 solo tackles. He was 17th in the National Football League. 44 stops, 3 sacks, only 9 missed tackles. Pretty high passer rating allowed in coverage though. 120. 12 total pressures. Played 900 snaps. And the guy, listen, man. Yo, the guy has been out there just as a linebacker. He's been a terrific, terrific linebacker, man. 900 snaps. Very, very durable guy. Very durable. Quay Walker, man. What a terrific pickup this is for the Raiders, man. What a terrific pickup, yo. Salute to my guy Spoon gifting 10 Raider Nation Unlimited memberships to the freaking masses. Yo, everybody has received a membership. Please do me a favor. Say thank you to all of the people that are supplying the Wasted Talent Army with these damn memberships, man. And salute to my guy, AJ Simpson. Reunited and it feels so good. Quay pairing with Quay Walker and the Kobe Dean together. Thank you, sweetie. Appreciate it, baby. Together with their linebacker coach who won a natty. The Raider, we're not talking about no equinoxes until we get to the bowl. We ain't talking about it. But thank that man. Today was a great day. Man. Oh, my God. Listen, I'm off Devin Lloyd now. I'm off Devin Lloyd. Our linebacker room is nice now, bro. Our linebacker room, bro, let me tell you something. Our linebacker room, man, it's not a whole lot of linebacker rooms that's messing around. See, Peasy became a YouTube member. Man, yo, my wife hooked me up, too. This is a great cup of coffee, man. Let me find out how much more money the Raiders have left. But they got enough. They got enough. Because it's rough to get that real time, the real time Raiders cap space. Let's get that real time. I'm gonna go to Spot Track, see if we get that real time. You know what I'm saying? I don't think. Let me see. Let me try to find that for y'all. Salute to everybody in the chat, y'all. Salute, get y'all bear with me. Your boy Wasted has definitely got to try to find the cap space, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna be rough, man, because this stuff just happened. Yo, hey guys, salute to Kenny Pickett. Happy trails, Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett has signed with the Carolina Panthers. Man, I can't get that number just yet, but as soon as it pops up, I will give you that. I will give you that. Salute to my wife, man, always being supportive and hooking me up, man. My guy, Mendoza Line. After all these signings, the Raiders have about $45 million left in cap space, according to reports. Salute to my guy. We are cooking, man. We got almost 2,000 in the room, y'all. Get wasted with your brother Wasted, man. But Spytek is definitely cooking, y'all. Definitely cooking, man. There's so many people that I can't even see who the hell is what here, man. My guy, Adrian Fuentes. Crazy part is we still have 11 picks and 2 first rounders, man. That's fact. My guy, Jen Slight, with the $5 slap of room. Dean and Walker is about to feed families for years to come, yo. Yo, you absolutely effing right, yo. Absolutely right. Man, now we need a dominant nose, bro. This is the best free agency that I think I've seen, yo. And look, when we got to get into, you know, the comp picks. We got to get into the comp picks, right? I mean, look, man, when you start talking about, you know, like some of the stuff that has happened, like Quitty Paye, man, in 2025, you know, Quitty Paye had a win rate of 14%. As a pass rusher, and that doesn't look so great, right? He finished last in pass rush win rate at the position. But this is the thing. He only rushed the passer like 4.5% of the time. So this is something that you got to really take with a grain of salt. I think in this scheme, Quitty Paye is going to feed families. It's going to feed. I don't think he's going to ever be a guy that gets a lot of sacks, but he is definitely going to fit right into what we're doing, man. But man, yo, look, Nakobe Dean and Quay Walker, man, for the Raiders, that is phenomenal work for the Raiders, man. They're having a terrific day, man. That's a big pickup, man. We've always complained about our linebackers, man. We've always complained, but John Spytek went out there in one fell swoop and just totally rectified all of this, man. And bringing back Malcolm Koonce is an underrated move if he is healthy. If Malcolm Koonce is healthy, that is an underrated move for the Raiders, man. Under freaking rated. And look, man, we got Walker and Dean, man, and draft picks. Man, Raheem Shaheed. The Seahawks are bringing Raheem Shaheed back, so he's off the board. Yo, my guy, Roll Tide Raider, Spytek early favorite for GM of the year. Let's go. So Raheem Shaheed is the guy. He's off the board, yo. He's off the board. Yo, my guy, Willie D, cooking dinner and all those signages here. A great day to be a Raider. Spytek is on fire. Can't wait to see the roster at the draft, yo. Oh, my God, man. Oh, my God. My guy, Hug D's, too, is in the place, man. Salute to Hug D's, man. Salute to Hug D's, man. My brother, Hug D's, wasted. How many years have we literally been praying for a free agency like this? I'm 50, and I have never seen a free agent period like this, bro. I'm fucking pumped. Salute to my guy, Hug D's, man. My brother, Hug D's, with the meat hook in the picture. With the meat hook, with the undefined arms. I ain't been in the gym in a month of Sundays and my arms are more defined than you, Hug D's. Your arm look like pulled pork. You effing bum. The F up out of here, Hug D's. Trying to flex. You get the F up out of here. Look, man. Oh, my God. What's a good safety to bring in? And Spytek, I trust. I mean, look, there are a lot of guys that are still available. I want to get the free agent tracker up and see who's still available. But Jaquan Brisker, from what I understand, is still available. And I think that's a guy that the Raiders should kick the tires on. But also, man, you know, you got to leave some of these positions open for young rookies and draftable guys. You know what I'm saying? But man, you know, look, when I'm sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, man, you know, when you start talking about safeties, Jaquan Brisker's the guy for me. Because Brian Cook's no longer available. Nick Cross is another guy that the Raiders could kick the tires on too. Nick Cross is a guy the Raiders can kick the tires on, man. You know, Kobe Bryant has been signed. I thought Kobe Bryant was going to be a guy that the Raiders were going to kick the tires on. They didn't. Reed Blankenship is still available. He's not a guy that I would bring in. Kevin Byard's 32 years old, but he's still super productive. I love Kevin Byard. I don't know if anybody signed him yet. I didn't hear of anyone signing him yet. I haven't seen anybody signing him. But Kevin Byars is a guy, too, that I would kick the tires on. Former Chicago Bear. He's 32 years old, but I'd have no problem with bringing in a guy like that in this room. Now, the thing about it is we got to ask ourselves, right? You know, Eric Stokes in the place. N'Kobe Dean has been signed. Our linebacker room is doing pretty freaking well, right? We got to ask ourselves, where are we going in the draft, right? Now, my guy, the Raider neighbor, yeah, Shaheed stayed in Seattle, so we can cross it off the list. Shaheed is not coming to the Raiders, but I love the moves, man. Look for Spytek to trade up from 14. Many spots filled. If there's a player that fits in, I think we're drafting less than 11 rookies. That's a possible. That's a possible. But man, could you see the Raiders moving up? Can you see the Raiders bringing in a guy like a Ruben Bain? I can see Ruben Bain falling right to the Raiders. I really can, man. Seriously, man. Ruben Bain, bro. Ruben Bain. Man, I would love to see the Raiders just go for broke, man. My guy, Black Sales Sports Talk. Spytek is on his Gordon Ramsay chefing right now. This is elite level GM movement right now. Salute, bro. Salute to my guy, Black Sales Sports. Man, I made these. I remember he had his channel, man. My guy, Black Sales, man. Salute. Man, yo, this is the best free agent period I think I've seen, yo. My guy, Ruben Russ. It's like a lot of 3-year deals for guys in their mid-20s. When it comes down to Spy needing to extend his first draft class, we have flexible cap space and all the age timelines fit. Man, my God, man. That's exactly how it's going to go, bro. Salute to my guy, Raider John. Like Ice Cube said in the song, today was a good day. It sure the hell was, my brother. And Spytek, I trust. We all do, my brother. We all do. We all do. And I think now the Raiders can go out there in the draft. They can bring their fullback in through the draft. They can get a safety through the draft, right? So, you can get Freeling at 14. There's a lot of different ways you can go at 14, man. There's a lot of different ways, man. But, bro, I hope that the Raiders get Ione Vega. That's what I'm hoping. Because he is a guy. Everybody is saying that he's not a guy that can play in the zone blocking scheme, the wide zone. He can play in any freaking blocking scheme. He's the best guard in this damn draft. 100%. When you get a guy that's the best in their position of the draft, you have no choice but to go out there and go get him. You got no freaking choice, bro. You got no choice. You got no choice, bro. You go out there, you go get him, bro. My guy, S. Dot. Whose numbers are better in order between Bain, Mesidor, and R. Mason Thompson and Stacks? Look, let's put the numbers up. Let's put the numbers up, man. Ruben Bain, stats, college. Okay, now Ruben Bain had 30 solo tackles. He had 9.5 sacks, 1 forced fumble, and 1 interception. 6'3", 275, alligator arms. But he's been very productive, right? Now in 2025, he had 9.5 sacks. Last year, 2024, he had 3.5 sacks, and then in 2023, he had 7.5 sacks. So, Ruben Bain is a monster, right? So let's do R. Mason Thomas. R. Mason Thomas's stats. Boomer Sooner, defensive lineman, 6.5 sacks, 18 solo tackles, 2 forced fumbles. He's a 4-year guy. He had his best year in 2024. He had 9 sacks in 2024. And then when you start talking about Mesidor, Mesidor, man. You know what I'm saying? He is a guy, man. Akeem Mesidor, 6'3", 280. Does not have the short arms, but he had 12 and a half sacks, 4 forced fumbles, 38 solo tackles. 38 solo tackles. So, man, like, I'm going to tell you something right now, man. Yo, man, what a freaking terrific situation we're in, man. Yo, one more for the road, man. Appreciate you, man. One more, man. Appreciate you. You were all going to lose it when Spytek trades up and secures Sonny Styles and Caleb down. What? Bro, if they did that, bro, I'm going to lose my shit, bro. I'm going to lose my shit, bro. This is the first time in years something like this happened. Say, I don't think we get in the bridge QB anymore. We might not, bro. I don't think so, bro. But they got to get their zero tech now, right? We got to get that zero tech now, bro. Now the draft is wide open. Now they can do pretty much what they want. Now they can do what they want, bro. Mesidor is happening, bro. Look, I would love to get Mesidor a little later if he would still be there. I think Mesidor is a guy that's going to go a lot earlier than people think, though. I really do. But this I cannot believe this, man. Cannot believe this, man. The Raiders are turning this around right in our face in real time, bro. Now you can go BPA. You can move up. There's so many options for the Raiders, man. So many options for John Spytek, man. So many options, man. It's unbelievable, man. But the Nakobe Dean, bro, my God, man. Him and Quay Walker together, back together again. They were Georgia teammates, classmates. So let me ask you guys a question. There was a rumor out there about Jaylen Carter that the Eagles would consider moving on from him, right? And then there's a lot of people that have always thought that, you know, he needed his Georgia teammates to be around him to support him. I'm just asking for a friend. Is this something that you guys would be interested in? Is this something you guys would be interested in, man? Let me look in the chat, man. Is this something that you guys will be interested in? Jaylen Carter for the 14th pick, straight up. To play along with his Georgia buddies. Let me ask. Let me ask. It's Jaylen Carter we thinking about, y'all. This is Jaylen Carter we fucking talking about here. Excuse my language. KB with the $5 slapper room. We are cooking. Part of the get along game from BK LOL. Decades wasted. Wide receiver number one. Thoughts? Listen, wide receiver number one is something that is a work in progress. I think that we could possibly have our wide receiver number one. Look, I know a lot of people don't believe in Jack Besh in that way. But Jack Besh is a guy that I think can be your wide receiver number one. I think he could be a Cooper Kupp level talent. I do personally, right? And I also think that Brian Thomas Jr. being out there and being available. I saw Ricky Scoops put some eyes up. Brian Thomas Jr. is a guy that I would kick the tires on. My guy McCaden, this is the greatest day ever. It sure the hell is, man. It sure the hell is, man. Yeah, Philly are second and first round next year. Jaylen Carter. Hey, what's a fake account, bro? Hey, Daniel Kim, what's a fake account? Yo, Luis Gonzalez. What a effing day. Koonce is coming back too. What I'm saying is, this is a question I'm asking y'all. Would y'all kick the tires on Jaylen Carter? The Raiders that make Crypto tells my brother Crypto is in the place, man. My brother Crypto is in the place, man. But man, yo, Stokes is in. Oh my God, y'all. So look, the compensatory picks right now. The compensatory picks. The compensatory picks right now, man. They were announced today, and the NFL awarded 33 compensatory picks today. right? So the Raiders were awarded a compensatory pick at 134. The Raiders in round five, the Raiders got awarded pick number 175. So in round 4, the Las Vegas Raiders got 134. Damn, the 49ers cleaned up in round 4. They got freaking 3. And then in round 5, the Raiders got pick 175 right before the Queefs. And then that's it. So the Raiders got 2 compensatory picks. The Raiders got 2 compensatory picks, everybody. If you guys were wondering. My guy, Tyler Rogers, man. Appreciate you, man. The Raiders are killing this draft. Stay blessed, Wasted. Yo, man, you stay blessed too, my brother. Thank you, Tyler Rogers, for supporting the channel, my brother. Thank you, bro. Thank you, man. This has been a terrific day. Luis Gonzalez, what an effing day, man. Oh, my God, yo. My guy, Luis Gonzalez, 100% on Carter. Just righting a wrong. Yeah, bro. Yeah, and I'm not saying that that's something that could definitely happen. I'm just asking y'all, would you guys even think about even doing something like that? This is what we were waiting for last year. There were a lot of people that were concerned that John Spytek didn't do enough last year. There were a lot of people, and I told y'all, just wait to this year. Just wait. And like my man Raider Bubba said, decades, not just years. Decades, bro. This has been phenomenal, bro. Phenomenal. Daniel Kim says, nope, Jalen Carter would be locked up by halftime in preseason. Bro, whatever. Yo, what is up with some of you Raider fans who want all these choir boys to play for the Raiders? Ain't nothing wrong with having a little mean streak in the locker room every now and again. I mean, come on here. Come on here. You say you would rather trade for Vetavia. Listen, I love Vetavia, but Vetavia is getting a little long in the tooth, bro. But, man, listen, Jalen Carter would have, if the Raiders, and listen, we're just speculating here. This is strictly speculatory. Jalen Carter would have a support system with Quay Walker and Nakobe Dean. My brother, violators in the place. The autumn wind is definitely blowing. I'm like, Jalen Carter, I would love to bring Jalen Carter. I don't know what y'all talking about. Malcolm Koonce is back in the place to be. We got Quitty Paye. I mean, we got my God, man. Would I give Drake Greenlaw a 1-year deal? I mean, at this point, probably not. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, we have just invested a lot in linebackers right now. Like we've got 3 of those 4. We got 3 of those 4 spots kind of filled because Quitty Paye is going to be a linebacker. So you need another linebacker, right? So you know, the Raiders they kind of went out there and, you know, maybe they might go out there and outsource that in the draft. Maybe they like Tommy Eichenberg. Maybe they still want to keep E-Rob or they want to keep Devin White. But I think the Raiders, really, to be honest with you, they need to focus on getting pressure on the quarterback from the defensive line. For real. There's some talent there, man. There's some talent there, man. McDonald, big boy, man. Tomlinson for the 0 tech. Yeah, that's somebody you would want to kick the tires on and bring him in. But, man, you know, listen, I have no problem. He said, word is Jordan Davis keeps him on the right track and he needs that person. I mean, is it just Jordan Davis, though? I heard his teammates do. But now we got to start focusing on the defensive line, right? And you got to focus on what the Raiders are going to do at 14. You got to focus on what the Raiders are going to do at 14, man. Because, man, this has been such a terrific free agency, man. Oh, my God. I cannot remember a free agent period this damn productive. This productive, man. This season, man, all of the hype, all the excitement, and it's not unfounded hype either. This is not unfounded hype. This isn't just hopium. This is how you build an organization, man. What the Raiders are doing, especially when you talk about how the contracts are structured. how the contracts are structured, man. I mean, yo, everybody's right in the this is a young team building together. Man, yo, this is crazy. So let me ask you guys a question, right? At 14, which direction you guys going based off of what you guys know right now? Based off of what you know right now, what direction are you guys going with 14? You know, I've been talking a lot today. I want to know from my chat what you guys would do at 14. What would you guys do at 14? Because look, man, you got Koonce. And see, this is the thing with Koonce. Bringing him in for 1 year, $11 million does not necessarily mean he is the starter. I mean, it would seem that way, right? But it doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, he's a guy that you could just hang your hat on and say, okay, that's it. But what players would you guys consider, right? Are you considering? See, now Makai Lemon makes sense now. Makai Lemon makes sense at 14, right? Getting an offensive tackle. You know, Akeem Mesidor makes a shitload of sense. He makes a lot of sense to me, bro, at 14. Akeem Mesidor, a lot of people say that's too high. I think people are underestimating Akeem Mesidor, bro. I think Tariq Woolen signed already. Eric Gentry at 14, yo, Cliff, no way. Eric Gentry is a fourth or fifth round pick. He's a fourth or fifth round pick. So are you guys doing Monroe Freeling or Ione? I mean, what are we doing? Are we doing we moving up for Sonny Styles? Are we getting the nose? We can get a nose tackle at 36. You don't necessarily have to move up. My guy Lastwa, trading down, get Sonny. You don't have, if you trade down, Sonny's going to be going before that. Sonny's going to be going before that. Waste it. Got to be honest. I like our linebacker and cornerback room a ton. We have the effing draft too. Yes, I do too. But you got to make sure up front that you're good to go. So Freeling is the best move? I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, I'd bring in Jalen Carter, bro, if I could, dog. I definitely would, y'all. I definitely would, man. 100% on Carter. Just righting or wrong, man. That's right. Man, this has been a phenomenal. I knew some more signings were gonna happen when I jumped on the air, man. Mesidor or Ione, that's a push. Either which one I'm excited about. Either which one I'm excited about. Now, Sonny Styles is going to be gone by that point. Now, if you add Sonny Styles to this linebacker room, you got one of the best linebacker rooms in the country. Listen, Caleb Banks, Mesidor, or Ione, I am 100% there. You think you should trade back? It depends on how the board falls, bro. It depends on how the board falls. You don't have to get your nose that early, but Caleb Banks is a nose that you can get that early. Lee Hunter, you can get Lee Hunter in the second or third round, probably the second round. Orange, like a lot of it, like listen, bro. You can't go wrong with any of these guys, bro. Salute my guy Anthony Ramos all the way from Nicaragua, man. Man, this feels like the front office knows what they're doing for reals, for real. Yes, they definitely do. Look, David Clark, Ione is a guy that plays well in any scheme. He is a phenomenal guard, bro. Phenomenal. The only thing about Akeem Mesidor is, and you're right, he's one of them super seniors. Akeem Mesidor is an older guy, man. He's an older guy, and that's something that we can't overlook, bro. Yo, my brother Tyler Rogers, the Raiders are killing this draft. Stay blessed, Wasted. Thank you, my brother. Appreciate you. But yo, this is the thing. John Spytek, and salute to my guy Levi Edwards. He goes, Spytek said back in January he was tired of seeing good players leave the building. He stood on business by signing Eric Stokes. He stood on business signing Malcolm Koonce. I love that. Don't get cute. Take Banks if he's there. It's a bit of a reach. Got to lock in that nose tackle. I like everybody is sleeping on Caleb Banks. I'm telling you, I think he's going to be a stud, man. Yeah, man. I told you, we got Nakobe Dean and Quay Walker, my brother. Jacob Rodriguez is a guy you can kick the tires on, bringing a young guy. But, man, yo, this is – I'm not hating on Eric Gentry, cold-blooded. The F you talking about? I'm not hating on him. He's not a first-round pick, bro. He's not. Nobody has him ranked as a first-round pick, bro. I like him, but he ain't a first-round. Yo, yeah, Banks is the one with the foot injury. Caleb Banks is the one with the foot injury. Yes. But Akeem Mesidor, the thing about Akeem Mesidor, you got a lot of these super seniors, man. A lot of these super seniors, I think this is the last year all of them COVID kids. Akeem Mesidor is 24 years old right now. He's 24 years old. He'll be 25. So he's one of these super seniors. My guy, Roshak. Sonny Weaver Jr. equals John Spytek. It's our draft day movie scenario. We are like kids in a candy store. My God. Salute, bro. And Vedavia, listen, I don't think Vedavia is going anywhere. He's going to retire at Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He's not even available, bro. Raider Bubba, wasted. We've been living in our fandom for decades. Does this not feel like a shift? Maybe even a shift in the autumn wind, as the great Violator said? Yes, it does. But we got to wait and see, my brother. But listen, I'd take Caleb Banks. I would take Caleb Banks at 14, bro. Look, this is the thing about Dylan Thieneman. He's very athletic, but he misses a lot of tackles, bro. He misses a lot. He's not as good as you think. I'm not taking him at no 14, bro. Hell no. He misses a lot of tackles, bro. A lot of tackles. But, guys, yo, this has been phenomenal, man. We've been rocking and rolling, man. Salute to my guy, Jay Rader, man. So, Jeff says, I'm not wasting the first round on a 24 or 25-year-old. And I understand there's some people that don't want to draft older players, right? But the thing for me is like, yo, how productive is he going to be? How productive is he going to be? Look, I'm going to be real with you guys. I think it's time on the way out, man, to run a mock draft. You guys ready for the mock? We are gonna do a mock draft, y'all. It's all 7 rounds. It's time, man. I think it's time, y'all. Me make sure that I share the mock draft simulator with you guys, y'all. On the way out, we're gonna do a mock. On the way out, we're gonna do a mock, yo. Let's get started. We're not playing no games. We're not playing no games. Fernando Mendoza, like your life depended on it. So now we're at 14. We got Ione, we got Caleb Banks, Jordan Tyson, Akeem Mesidor, Emmanuel Warren. I am gonna go with Vega. I'm not playing around, yo. I'm not playing around. So now, yo, we got Zion young edge rusher. Diego Pounds. Lee Hunter is a beast. That zero tech that we need, right? I'm gonna go Zion Young, though. I like Zion Young. I like him. He's one of my. I like him as an edge rusher, right? So for me, look, we need some corner help too. We need some corner help, but yo, we got to get that zero tech. Let me see who's still available. Now, you know what? I'm gonna go get my guy, my corner. Anthony Hill Jr. is still available, y'all. Anthony Hill Jr. is still available. He is a guy that can be our young linebacker. He can be an edge rusher. Man, we could do some damage. We're going to get Anthony Hill Jr. All defense. All defense. Now, this is the thing, man. I have neglected, you know what I mean, my big fellas up front, man. I've neglected my big fellas up front, and I am sorry, man. Now let me see who BPA is, man, because we're in a tough spot because I kind of didn't go out and go get my, my tackle. I didn't go out there and go get my tackle, man, and we might have to pay for that. We might pay for that. But yo, listen, Bud Clark is a terrific safety in his draft. Bud Clark is a guy that I got pretty high on my safety ranking. Let me go on my safeties rankings and see where I got Bud Clark. So, at my safeties, Caleb Downs number 1, Dylan Thiem is number 2, Emmanuel Warren is number 3. And look, when we start talking about Bud Clark, I got Bud Clark ranked at 9. I got Bud Clark and Jaylen Kilgore ranked around the same, right? This is the thing, right? We got a situation where, let me see what Caleb Proctor is ranked. Nah, man, I got Big Tim Keenan in the front, man. I think what I'm gonna do is, guys, I'm gonna go and get, I'm really torn on this one, man, because I got Jashawn Barmore there, which he's all right. Reggie Vigil's okay. I like Malik Muhammad. I do, but I know I need a safety and I know I need a defensive interior lineman. I'm going to gamble a little bit. I'm going to take my safety. And I'm going to see where I am for getting my big fella in the middle. Tim Keenan is a guy I really like. Let me see where Tim Keenan is, man. Caleb Proctor is another big fella, man. Man, I'm going to go get my guy Tim Keenan in the middle. Right? So we're still in a good spot. We're still in a good spot. Now, I got, if you want to go out there and go get some help on that tackle, I'm going to go get my guy Drew Shelton. He's going to develop into a pretty damn good tackle. Then we went out there and we got Tyler Linderbaum. We really don't need a backup center. You know what I mean? I think that we're in a spot where, we will probably want to go out there and go get, some help all over the place, right? So we can get a backup running back. Aramis Reed is a good guard, but we already addressed the guard. Keon Black. We can go out there and get another linebacker and Harold Perkins Jr. He's a guy that I think is very, very talented. Is going to be a very good player in this league. Ty Montgomery. I'm going to go get my guy Takario Davis, man. Get another corner. Emil Wagner is still in the place. Pat Coogan is still there. Harold Perkins. Man, I'm going to – geez. We haven't really gotten up. Let me see what running backs are left. I'm gonna go get Kalon Black. Give me a backup running back. Robert Henry's right there. Kobe Young. Sturdivant's there. So let's look at what we got. Vega. We got Zion Young, our young edge. We got a young corner, a young stud linebacker, young stud safety. We got our zero tech. We got us a right tackle of the future in Drew Shelton. Another young corner to add to that room, and Kalon Black, one of our quarterback's teammates. And then we're gonna go out there and we're gonna take a flyer on Eric Gentry, man. Get the big fella. Get the big fella, man. Eric Gentry that we could develop. I mean, man, what do y'all think, man? Chris King with the $10 slapper room, man. Wasted. You the realest Raider podcaster out there. Say it like you see it. Much respect. I'm with you on Caleb Banks. He's got that twitch mixed with the speed and the strength, man. I appreciate you. Christ is King with the $10 slappy, man. But man, on the way out, man, that was great, man. Great draft. My guy, Ramirez. Is Jalen Carter a 3-4 edge? Nah, I got him. He could be a nose tackle, bro. But guys, listen. We're going to get out of here. Salute to the over 1,400 in the room. We had over 2,000 in the room, man. Dog, this was a great draft, man. You guys have a terrific day, man. Would have taken a nose tackle at 14, but this is a great draft wasted. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. Y'all have a terrific night, man. T-Nipple, you're blocked. Guys, we'll be back at you guys all week, man. We're going to be back at you guys all freaking week, man. This is the most, this has been 2 hours of just greatness, man. Salute to everybody out there, man. Thank you, y'all. And I like Drew Shelton a lot, T-Nipple. I do. Salute to every single one of y'all, man. Wasted your mock draft shoes need to be thrown. Listen, Hug These, you know you love that draft, bro. What could you say about this draft? What could you say about this draft, bro? I got Mendoza. I got a starting guard. I got Zion Young, a terrific young edge rusher. I got a starting corner in the 3rd round, bro. I got a starting, stud linebacker. Bud Clark, starting safety. Tim Keene in the 3rd, big zero tech. Drew Shelton and Takario Davis. Oh, my God, man. I got my nose, man. I got my nose. But y'all have it to, and I can get my nose. I can get my nose tackle in free agency too, man. But stop hating on me. That was a great draft. You get the F. And I drafted a running back too. You guys want to do one more? I'll do one more for you. I'll do one more on the way out. Just to make it a freaking even 2 hours. I will do one more mock draft for you effing bums that are talking about my mock. It's a bunch of crap here. Let's run it back. New mock draft. Here we go. We all know who we drafting. We are drafting Fernando Mendoza. So look, this one, we're going Caleb Banks. Like your life effing depended on it. I probably shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. Because there are other, you know what? I'm going to undo that pick. I'm undoing it. We're not going Caleb Banks. You know what we're going to do? We're going to go Emmanuel Warren. We're getting our safety early. We're going to go Lee Hunter. Big Lee Hunter got our zero tech. Right? We got Lee Hunter. Yo, man, so many freaking, it's so much talent in this draft, man. So much talent. So you know what, man? We're going to help out our guy, Fernando Mendoza, and get us a wide receiver. We're going to get us a wide receiver, man. This draft just took a crap right now. Bad. Linebacker. Taurine York. We could probably wait on that. Dante Corleone is a beast. You know, we got our zero tech. We can probably go out there and do a little bit. We got us a while. Let me see what we've done so far. So we got Fernando Mendoza, Emmanuel Neal Warren, Lee Hunter, Zach Branch. So what we're going to probably want to do is we're going to try to see what edge rushers are out there. Anthony Lucas, top 100 player. We're at pick 102. Deshaun Barman, Max Llewellyn, Caden Curry, who I like. I like Caden Curry, but you know what? We're going to go Anthony Lucas out of USC. Then, we're going to go Jaylen Kilgore. He's a nickel. He could play safety. Then, you know what, man? I think I might go Keytron Allen. Love Keytron Allen out of Penn State, man. Love that kid, man. Great young running back. So let me see. Emmanuel Warren. We didn't get a linebacker yet. We didn't get a linebacker yet. I'm gonna go Drew Shelton because I like Drew Shelton. I think we're gonna be able to get a linebacker though, a little later. You know, you don't pass on that kind of talent. You know what I'm saying? So let me see what we got at linebacker here. Heineke, Gentry, that'd be a little early in round 6. But you know what? I like Eric Gentry. I'm taking Eric Gentry a little early, man. Pat Coogan, Keaton Black. What we got here? So we got a quarterback, we got a safety, we got a zero tech, we got a wide receiver, we got an edge, we got a corner / safety, we got a running back, we got a tackle, we got a linebacker. You know what? I think I'm gonna double up and get Zane Durant. That's another nose guard. And then at the end of the damn draft, man, we can go out there, we can go get Roman Hembry, right? We can get Roman Hembry. I know a lot of people might not want that. We can get Devontae Smith, Parker Brailsford, or we can go get our fullback, Eli Heidenreich. Eric Gentry, that was an F. Yeah, but that wasn't quite what we wanted to do, y'all. But y'all, man, listen. I think the other draft was a lot better. You guys have a terrific night. We are out of here. We have gone 2 hours and 1 minute, man. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys. Love all of y'all. Y'all have a great night, man. We are out of here, y'all. Oh my God, man. And you know what's crazy? I can't even get my damn my outro out. So this is gonna be the outro tonight.